Bagarre.
On va danser au concours.
Putain, ça avec vous. Quoi?
One for the party, two for the shot, three for the shake, yeah, bum, bum, bum.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Jasper Gonzo here. Another episode of What's Next. Last video, we talked about the Dementia Administration and how he continues to wreck the country. In a different type of wreckage, we're going to delve into the pop culture and a number of stories that have come out of this one website, which I highly recommend, Bounding into Comics. These guys are right on top of it, on point with a lot of stories. I could have did a number of them, but unfortunately, I don't want to do an hour-long video. I just chose one, and unfortunately, the one that I pick is very important. It's been hit upon months ago, but of course, when you talk about destructiveness, eventually, sadly, it comes back to bite you. Let's take a look. This one also, like I just said, comes out of Bounding in the Comics. Report: Netflix suppresses Cuties from search results following backlash. Now, remember Cuties. Now, we got to go back several months ago. Several months ago, there was a release of this movie that sexualized and exploited, which was no surprise to Netflix, a bunch of 10, 11-year-olds acting like adults because rebelling against their parents, so they decided to twerk and swing from poles. But come on, it's 2021. A new report found that in the face of the overwhelming backlash of streaming giant, the streaming giant has received over their distribution of Cuties, Netflix went to great lengths to hide the film from search results and recommendation lists in hopes of changing the narrative surrounding the controversial French production. Changing the narrative. Yes, let's make exploiting children and sexing them up a little more norm. Of course, that is the French poster for it. As detailed by The Verge, who obtained and reviewed a number of internal Netflix documents related to the company's handling of the situation, quote, Netflix scrambled to minimize public backlash by suppressing the film in search results prior to its release. It removed Cuties from the coming soon and popular searches categories and excluded it from queries for cute, explained senior Verge reporter Zoe Schiffer. It then adjusted its algorithm so searches for the film would not surface steamy sexual titles or, quote, kids' movies. The streaming giant also reported it took steps to ensure that the film would resurface in response to searches for terms such as, wouldn't surface when you use the terms pedo, as due to how closely intertwined the user's search terms and watch content are influencing Netflix's algorithm. There was a high possibility such a machine associated could happen. According to the internal documents, the goal of the suppression was to, quote, minimize press coverage related to the poster and avoid looking like we have removed the film page from service and are moving release date and or launch of the film. Quote, this could be seen as reactionary. Excuse me. Quote, Netflix didn't remove Cuties, added Schiffer, but it did best to minimize its prominence on the platform. One document reviewed by Schiffer, a declared post-mortem of the Cuties controversy, Netflix asserted that this incident, demonstrated that we see ourselves as a conduit for content, while in contrast, our members see us as a source, as author and presenter. As a result, the analysis admitted we may unconsciously absolve ourselves of the need to view our content through this lens. Schiffer also noted that despite numerous Netflix employees being made uncomfortable by the company's own poster for the film, which inexplicably replaced an image of the young cast running up a hill with shopping bags and one centering on the girl's sexualized poses, few were willing to speak up. Some felt that because the creative aspects of the film weren't in direct control, it wasn't their place, wrote Schiffer, plus the French, Docare, if I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, who cares? It's trash. Had one Directing Award at Sundance for 2020 for the film Cuties had prestige. That is the official American poster for, yes, 10, 11-year-olds twerking and acting like 30-year-olds. When reached for comment, a Netflix spokesperson provided The Verge with nothing more than a standard corporate dismissal, telling the news outlet, quote, "Our recommendations help members find great titles to watch amidst all the choices of Netflix. Not every title gets promoted in the same way, just as a member's homepage is different. Bloody, 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 bloody." YouTuber Ryan Cannell of RK Outpost reacted to this report from The Verge, stating, "For those who criticize woke Hollywood for their entertainment and industry, whether it be on a screen or how these companies are run, the actions that they take." He continued, "We offered, get told it's no use complaining. They don't care about this stuff happening. They don't care about the backlash, so you might as well give up, and you might as well just give up, just giving up. Stop talking about it and move on. All you do is draw more attention to it. That's what they want." Well, it turns out that's not the case. My thoughts. Ryan Cannell of RK Outpost, who I follow, is very astute. He was very on point with this. When it comes to Cuties, the movie is just outright trash. It is. It's just outright trash. And not surprised, being that it is a Netflix overseas film, a French film, for them to do something like that. But then again, I won't put it past American Hollywood to do the same, because they have done that in the past. Let's take a trip way, 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 way back into the 70s with black exploitation films. So America does have a history of doing stupid shit. But not surprising that they would try to suppress any kind of wording, using their algorithm to hide Cuties. Netflix thought that just putting Cuties out there, we're just going to throw it out there initially, that it's going to get overlooked. Families won't look at it, whatever. No. When you put something like Cuties and you have kids on there, families are going to go towards it, and they're going to be like, "Oh, let's see what this is." And when they found out what this was, they trashed it, and rightly so. So now when you have internal documents saying, "Yeah, we did it, we try to suppress it," even using the word pedo, because pedo and kids, yeah, they don't have anything to do with each other. This is what you get. And with that, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is what's next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.